Hello, so this is vlog 22 and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. So, yeah. I was meant to have recorded this last Friday, but I'll explain why I couldn't. So I came back from the train station because it started snowing and I didn't want to get stuck in Trafalgar, so I decided to just come home and skip uni for that day. So I come home and the snow's quite heavy, so I think, oh, let's make a vlog outside in the snow, it'd be something different. So I did that. I set it all up. I had the tripod, the camera, I had an umbrella over the top of it to keep the snow off it. I speak for 10 minutes as I do, and then I go to play it back and I realise that it had knocked itself off because the batteries had died. So when I changed the batteries, I opened it back up just to see how much I had recorded. Nothing. Nothing at all. So I then decided to use my other camera and try recording with that. It did work, but because it was under the umbrella and it's got quite a crappy microphone, the sound of the snow on top of the umbrella made the microphone dip, so you couldn't hear me. So that failed quite significantly, and then I just gave up, really. So on to actual news. Last Monday, week before last Monday, I was coming home from uni and I was waiting for the bus, and these three junkies decided to come and sit next to me. And like, when people sit next to you on a bench, you expect them to sit like with a bit of space between you, right? They were sat like right next to my face, which I don't appreciate because I'm quite fond of my personal space. And if you're invading that shit, then like expect me to be a little on edge. But anyway, so the one bloke junkie, I'll call him, he seen me texting, updating my Facebook status, which was, I think, in reference to them, and he goes, "How much could I sell an iPod for?" So I was like, I don't know, I'm not a salesman, I don't know how much an iPod can sell for. He says, "You must know because you're a youngster." So because I'm young, that automatically makes me eligible to know the price of a second-hand iPod. I don't, but I'll take a guess, and I think it's about £50. He said, "Is that all?" I said, "I don't know, I'm not a salesperson." I don't think appreciated my sarcasm, but whatever. Don't ask me stupid questions. Like, you didn't just ask. You invade my personal space. And then you have the audacity to, first of all, watch me texting in reference to you, but I don't think you noticed that. And then ask me, well, firstly assume that I've got an iPhone, which it's not, it's a HTC Android, product placement. And he then asks about an iPod. Cheeky little fucker needs to like back away and not be so invasive, you know? Does that bug you? Does people invading your personal space or what you're doing or whatever, do invaders annoy you? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's not the important thing. So we get on the bus eventually, and it's freezing, and I sit nearish to the back because they jumped on the back seat as they would, because that's quite cliche that the junkies on the back seat, right? After a little while into the journey, I could hear the woman talking about how she loves the taste of cock and how she likes cock in her mouth. So I'm trying not to laugh because I like to remain composed, as it were, and I'm trying my hardest not to laugh at her sluttishness. I mean, yeah, she's a junkie. Kind of obvious that she's gonna be a slut. I know it's a generalization, but it's kind of true where I live, so don't be hating. And then, about 2 minutes later, I could see her pulling her hair back. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then on the front of the bus, there's like a screen for prams to rest against, which obviously shows a reflection in the night. So I was looking at that, and I could see her head go down. So I was slightly curious, slightly intrigued, and then I happened to glance at the window next to me. I see his cock. I see her mouth on his cock. Dirty little bitch was giving someone a blowjob on a public bus, which was quite full. It was only 6:30 in the evening. The skanky little bitch needs to get a slap or something, because I get that people enjoy public sex. Like, you can do it in a field, it's fun, it's in nature, it's marvellous. You can do it, I don't know where else, but like, when you're doing it on a bus, of all places, there were children on there, a few of them. There were a lot of old people, as there always are on the buses, and there were a few people around my age. I don't think that it's appropriate to be doing stuff like that. Like, I didn't want to say anything to them, because that would have just ended me. I was trying my damned hardest not to laugh and try to remain composed. But then, I can see his hand pushing down on her head, and I laughed loudly. Let's just put it that way. I still can't believe it happened. It's just something that's just, it's disgusting. And yeah, I've beaten all my games. I don't have any games now available to play, so I can't talk about them. I beat Assassin's Creed, it was awesome. Ending is sad. I won't spoil it for you, so don't worry. I've also been trying to find people Christmas presents to buy. Wherever that works. And so far I've only bought one for my stepfather. Yeah, that's not going too well, because people don't seem to know what they want. So they're just gonna end up having like Lego or something. Right? Who doesn't like Lego? I loved Lego when I was a child. Well, until I was about 11. Anyway, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday, Wednesday. I gave a presentation in uni to my group. It was a group presentation that we gave to the rest of the group, and I think it went very well. Like, we had a 10-minute time allowance, which could go between 8 and 12, and we finished at 10:42-ish. So that's good. And minus the presentation glitch, because the computer in that room is crap, and minus James's few little stutters because he read out my big words, as he puts it, we would have been smack on time, I think, and we didn't falter, we didn't hesitate, we just continually progressed through the slides as we were meant to. In comparison to the other groups that I saw, we were good. And yeah, yesterday, when I came back from uni, it was freezing, because the temperature is constantly like -4 outside now. And I was cold, so I come back and the central heating in my house is broke because the ignition of the boiler is broken. So my house was cold too, so I was pretty much cold all day. I was going to do this vlog yesterday, but I fell asleep because it was just warmer in bed. And today I woke up at 6 o'clock for uni, and as soon as I lifted the blanket off me, it was just like ice. I was just like, nah, that's not happening, go back to sleep. So I did. and I'm glad I did. But then when I woke up, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Lazy. And the heating was fixed, so that was nice, and I now have warmth again, so yay for warmth. Fuck knows how people in the olden days used to cope with not having central heating. I guess they were used to it, and I guess they would just like wrap up in loads of blankets, but whatever, that's irrelevant. Here's a link to my Q&A 3 if you've missed that. It's here. Yeah, as always, S.L.A.C. Go to my channel, go to the moderator module and ask questions for the 4th Q&A video. Subscribe, like, ask questions and comment below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next vlog sometime soon. Peace out. Bye bye. Why doesn't... Excuse you. Why doesn't it go black anymore? Should I do that? I feel like I'm copying Tabascus now because he does that intro of darkness, then redness, then whiteness thing. So if... Toby, if you happen to be watching my little vlog, then I'm not copying you, I promise. Bye.